One Piece is more mysterious than ever. Many are not even aware of what is actually happening in the adventurous world of One Piece. The story that began more than 800 years ago is currently in a very tense situation. Meaning, Joyboy who wakes up again, the revolutionaries who are now finally declaring war, the Cross Guild who are also ambitious, and very importantly, an Imu Sama who is now also behaving in an unusual way. This year is going to be so crazy. I think One Piece fans have a lot to look forward to. And if you want to support me, this is my first video on this channel, please leave a like and subscribe to see more and also take part of this journey in this year. In the past few weeks we have been introduced to the Holy Knights, which I felt was very unusual for someone like Oda. In a manga like One Piece, where rather old well-known characters get their comeback, several probably very strong characters are introduced now. Of course, this raises a number of questions. Who are these Holy Knights? How strong are they? But the first question that popped into my head was, why are we just finding out about this now? I assume the Holy Knights are the most powerful faction in One Piece, since even someone like Dragon takes care and explicitly emphasizes that the real war only starts when these knights are mobilized. This was probably also a big reason why Dragon behaved extremely passive in the One Piece world. The good thing of all of this is, I think it has clarified the Gorosei debate forever. After Ruffy finally defeated and surpassed the strongest creature Kaido, many have asked the question, who else can stop Ruffy now? And even if he can be stopped, there's definitely not a huge difference in strength between the characters we know and Ruffy. With the Holy Knights, Oda is definitely setting a new scale here. It gives Ruffy the ability to reach new limits and makes the power level of the One Piece world much more interesting. Personally, I always thought it would be the Gorosei that would push that scale up because there just wasn't any other faction left that could do it. And I was apparently right about that because Oda knew this and was already planning to introduce the Royal Knights into the story. I will deal with who and what the Holy Knights are in a more detailed video in the future, so leave a like and subscribe. Rather, I would like to emphasize again that Oda is pulling on very thin and long threads here, because Imu Sama showed himself to Cobra. This makes even the Gorosei look shocked, and Cobra let these words resound through the halls in which the throne of Imu Sama is located. To ensure a smooth transition, all mentions of the previous dynasties have been erased from history, with the exception of Alabasta. The monarch of the time was Queen Lily of the House Nefeltari. While her name went down in history as one of the 20 founders, she didn't want to stay to become a celestial dragon. Instead, she wanted to return to Alabasta to continue her reign. I went through all the historical texts of my kingdom, but her name was never mentioned, not even once. So Cobra asked the 5 elders if they know about Lily and what happened back then, unknowing of the fact that the Gorosei are very cold-hearted and serve Imu Sama, who deletes people like Cobra from the One Piece world and makes them forgotten. Although this time I have the feeling that Imu Sama will not kill Cobra. On the contrary, I have a feeling she will tell him everything about Lily. Could be possible that Cobra will then be imprisoned until the very end of One Piece. Why do I believe that? Because it is the most appropriate situation to explain to the viewers what really happened at that time. If Oda didn't intend to let Imu Sama talk here, he wouldn't let the plot flow in such a way that Imu Sama shows himself to Cobra. After this chapter, a lot of people thought that Imu Sama might even be Lily herself. However, I think you can easily refute that she spoke the words Lily. If she is Lily herself, I would find it very strange if she speaks in the third person. Also, Cobra revealed to us Lily's letters about the D, which would also be very incongruous with Imu Sama, who has been trying to erase this from history for 800 years now. Queen Lily did exactly the opposite here with the hidden poneglyphs and the letters about the D passed along for 800 years. Imu Sama also partially confirms that he or she is very likely to be more than 800 years old. Because she says Lily, it seems to me that the two already have a personal acquaintance, otherwise Imu Sama would never have acted so unusual and revealed himself or herself to Cobra. She's definitely very familiar with this topic. Lily has probably been someone who created many difficulties and is a big factor in the story of One Piece. This also scratches the idea that Joyboy and Lily were very likely allies, just like Ruffy and Joyboy of today and Vivi are. For this reason, I think that Vivi will also play an enormous role in the course of the story, but more about that in another video. There have also been some theories linking Queen Lily to Amazon Lily, the island of Boa Hancock, which is very logical since Ruffy and Boa also have a very unusual bond. But I don't want to go into these kind of theories for a specific reason. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who she was because we actually already know what role she plays and how she most likely was related to Joyboy. We should think much more about the extent of her character in this world and whether it will still matter. Cobra mentioned that even in Alabasta there isn't a single mention of Lily. In other words, we as the viewers will soon be given this information by other characters. Could be by Dragon who enlightens Vivi or an Imu Sama who gives a farewell speech to Cobra, so Lily will definitely still play an important role and will continue to appear in a few chapters. This confirms to me how extremely important she is as a character, and hereby Oda shows us Queen Lily will definitely have a big role to play. At the end of the video, I would like to throw some very far-fetched speculations into the room. In my opinion, the introduction of a character who has been dead for 800 years was far too intensive. Oda definitely has more in mind with Lily than just telling her story. Even the way Imu Sama emphasizes the name Lily shows, in my opinion, that this is still a profound topic for Imu Sama today. So if this is still the case today, it could be that just like Imu Sama, Lily is still alive, a counterpart to Imu Sama, someone who also comes from that time and can enlighten Ruffy about the history. Because Imu Sama will never tell us all about the story. Actually, she wants to delete the history. Maybe Queen Lily is a guardian of the Lost Island love tale, or stays there and waits for Joyboy, who finally takes the fate into his own hands.